Over here at the bottom left, in the red, on the map Shakros Plateau, the man of the hour, San Zenith.
Imagine if San Zenith won the GSL. After how he played last season.
That would be so sick.
If that happened.
Now, Silence Artosis now to the blue. Terran, we have. What's wrong with you today? You just out of control. You keep talking during the second half.
Yeah.
I got to introduce that guy, man.
I don't want to. I want to talk about San Zenith. I want to talk about it.
Artosis.
He's,
you got to stop going me.
The most improvement I've ever seen in San Zenith in one
solid.
season. It's bigger than the leap we saw OGS Xenio make.
Special thanks to Intel and G-Skill for making this event possible.
Yep. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
I use both in my main PC at home.
Yeah. That's quite a PC you got, too.
It is. It's really, really good.
It's all pimped out. Barracks on the way here for Terran. The question is, what role will the bridge at the bottom, which is walled off the backdoor entrance to both bases, what role will that play in this matchup? How much of a role will it play?
In TVP, a lot of times you don't even actually see it used all that much in the early game, but as the game goes later, absolutely, you're going to see a lot more harassment through there, especially as people take those bases that have their back to it. Now, San Zenith, what will be your strategy of choice?
Terran scouting now. Protoss goes for a quick Nexus. Interesting.
That is a very quick Nexus. In fact, that's Gateway Nexus. This is not a build I've seen.
Well, it could be good. I mean, you get a Zealot out.
It was a good build in StarCraft 1.
Yeah. One I love to use.
Those Zealots. In StarCraft 1, the Zealot much better versus the Marines than in this game. So we may see a little bit of Marine pressure here.
Protoss going to go for a quick command center. Excuse me, Terran going to go for a quick command center.
Yeah, if Protoss could do that, man, I tell you, you want to talk about a good race.
Yeah.
Imagine Protoss with mules. LOL.
Chrono boosting the
Chrono boosting mules out and stuff? That doesn't even make sense, but yeah.
Put them together.
Yeah.
Terran is kind of feigning pressure here.
Yep. Probably get just a little bit of harassment in there. Maybe damage the Zealot with superior micro. Zealot getting out of there. Bringing some probes. Doesn't want a bunker to be placed.
He's not even sure if it will be a bunker. That's why the SCV is still there. Kind of make the Protoss panic a little bit more.
Now, Marines are being rallied. 2 more barracks are being made at Ensnare's home wall. He does get double gas. 2 Zealots are out, though.
There go the Zealots.
Yep.
Whenever I play Terran, I try to calm myself down by saying the Zealots have pink popsicles in their hands. Instead of side blades, you know.
Is that how you calm yourself down?
Yep, see, pink
Everyone has their own way, man. Choyafou, he talks to himself in the booth, and you talk to yourself about what the Zealots have in their hands.
Yeah, man. Tell myself they're trying to land an airplane with those little lit-up sticks.
Well, very interesting openings by both players thus far. With that Stalker popping out, he's going to deny any more scouting.
Why is San Zenith suddenly so good?
We don't
normally see this happen. Normally it's more of a gradual thing.
Yeah.
Or somebody's been, you know, clearly they haven't had their chance, but they've been training every day. They've been training with the best. And we get to see their true skill, kind of like Stork in StarCraft 1. But here, we frankly just don't really get to see a reason as to why San Zenith would suddenly explode in skill like this.
Well, he must have been practicing very, very hard.
Must have been, yeah.
Just, he's playing greatly. He even has his 2 Zealots out at the Xel'Naga Towers. And, ooh, making a Citadel. Citadel tech, interesting. Now, Ensnare is just going 3 barracks right now, so no Banshee's going to be coming out anytime soon to punish that Citadel. Excuse me. I just had this idea of if you're Opponent comes with a Banshee, then you use Hallucination, make an Observer. Maybe it makes him run away or something. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah. Actually, it's kind of interesting. I don't think we've seen enough of Hallucination just yet.
No, we definitely have.
You know what you can do, actually,
awesome.
that people aren't using enough yet, is use Hallucination to make extra Colossuses.
Yeah, I've actually just started doing that.
So good.
It's pretty cool, man. Not going to lie.
Especially if you have just additional sentries around.
Looks like these Zealots may be dying, but Ensnare marches past.
I can't believe he didn't even check there.
He's actually just going to hit a timing push, and this might actually be really good because there's 4 sentries, 2 Zealots, and a Stalker up there. That is not enough to kill this.
Here we go.
Stim just barely not done, and he traps a bunch right before Stim. Huge mistake by Ensnare. Losing a lot of units. If he had Stim, that would have been way better. Excuse me.
I'm amazed at how many Terrans we see try to push up a ramp. By the way, Hallucination on the way. You can make a Phoenix, a fake one, and scout the Terran, see what the hell is going on in his base.
Yeah. Also, Dark Citadel almost done. And good micro by Ensnare now that Stim is done, doing a good job there.
Nice, runs up the ramp.
I love how Sun Zenith actually moved his sentries out of the way so they couldn't be targeted down, realizing he needs those alive.
Ensnare, I don't know what he's doing right now. I wouldn't have even done the 2-base timing push.
I think it's just a little pressure to make sure his opponent's making units, but yeah,
but I mean, then he ran into his opponent's base. So.
Sun Zenith actually going to temp up to Tecklers is what I was going to say.
Tecklers?
Tech up to Templars, though.
Dark Tecklers.
Dark
Ticklers.
He tickled me when he said that. That's why I laughed.
It tickled Dan when I did it.
I love being tickled by you.
I'm a good tickler.
Well, you got those long fingers, Stasis.
I know.
Those long monkey fingers.
My alien hands.
Yeah.
All right, well, right now Terran's in trouble. DTs are going to make it tough to expand.
Yeah. Just control the map with it a little bit.
As well as the fact that he's basically thrown away a ton of good, valuable units. Terran's really need to stop doing that. This sort of impulsive, I'm going to go across the map and attack with, maybe it works in ladder or something.
It does.
Maybe Protosses are getting greedy. I never really messed around with this when I was doing Terran.
That's the thing about those early pushes. It's actually really hard to balance your gas correctly, to tech while making sentries and fitting enough units to hold something like that off. So a lot of times you just get a free win there. And look at this. I love this type of move.
Oh, very
Using
smart.
Hallucination to boost that pylon vision and get Dark Templars inside the base. There is a missile turret at the natural, but nowhere else. He's going to want to spread these out, these Dark Templars, because otherwise one scan's going to take them both out. And one does run away.
Ninja vanished to the corner.
Does buy enough time for the missile turret to be finished.
This is a strategy I really wish we'd see more of from Protoss against Terran.
It's awesome, man. It truly is.
It's basically a build where you don't actually have the Robo Bay, but you're still okay as long as they don't get Banshees. And frankly, if the Terran goes for quick expand, they're not going to have Banshees.
Normally not.
They almost never have.
Well, we have a Marauder drop here. See what they can snipe. All the tech buildings on the other side of the base, intentionally so they can't be sniped. Here's smart moves by Sun Zenith. Charge has just finished.
Nice little drop there. I know some of you guys might be saying, well, you only got a pylon. That's still something.
Yeah, didn't lose anything.
Yep.
Totally fine. Made Protoss bring his army up there. It's going to make Protoss more scared as well. Sun Zenith, actually, his macro is right on, too. I don't understand why he's so good now.
Is that Seed in the booth? I don't know what's going on.
Dude, it's actually frightening. He's adding gateways at all the right times and stuff. He's actually got 8 warp gates.
I'm looking at your screen. We actually have another screen to look around in the game in case the observer misses anything, and he actually looks literally perfect.
It's amazing. He's getting Kadarin Amulet, getting his upgrades, warping
got
units all
cannons
over
in the
the
right
place.
spots.
Yeah.
Here we go, though. Nice force field. Nice pickup, though. Nice dodge of the storm. Forcing the Protoss army to run through the storm. Terran, however, just does not actually have enough units.
Great job there, but in the meantime, there is a drop by Ensnare in the main base.
In the main base.
Just now being cleaned up by Sun Zenith.
Not too impactful.
Yep.
Terrence suffers no losses.
Has enough warp gates to deal with that. Blink on the way. Kadarin Amulet just about to finish. Of course, in the new patch on the test server, they've shown that they intend to take that upgrade out. It's a good move.
I don't even get any more.
Starting with the Storm is... Yeah, I stopped getting it in my practice.
Well, there's a problem that Terran has to deal with. If Protoss skips a Robo Bay, then right after the mid-game point, usually mid-game is usually right when they're both trying to get the third base. Protoss' army is actually so strong. They have the blink, the charge, and the upgrades for them, as well as Templars.
Yeah.
Normally you have like 2 or 3 Colossuses, which deal a lot of damage, but they're very fragile. You don't want to lose them.
Yeah.
They're sort of the centerpiece of whether or not you're winning or not.
By the way, something very interesting. Sun Zenith, well, it looks like he's going to engage. I'll tell you that thought in a minute. Definitely doesn't want to engage into all that right now. Anytime
nice,
there
mass
is a DT.
bunker. That's how you do it. There is a DT, though.
A ton of kills. Taking on a planetary now. That might be too much for you to actually do.
That's
DT.
a very ambitious Dark Templar.
Yeah. He wants to be the darkest Templar.
Stim, clearly he thinks he can get it. Marauder is the best possible counter to a Dark Templar. They're never going to get away from the scan.
Yeah.
With the
You thought it
concussion
was a
grenade.
Raven? No, it's not. It's
Now,
Marauders.
Terran getting the
Case
bunkers here, by the way, that's really smart.
Yeah.
If I was Protoss right now, I'd actually go through the back door of the Terrans.
Yeah, when people set up, and this is becoming more and more popular on this map, that's such an area of contention, to just set up a few basic defenses there. Pretty good move. And a nice drop by Ensnare. Wants to deny that 4th base for Sun Zenith.
Sun Zenith with Beast Micro.
Oh, wow.
Look at this guy. What? You realize
I
how
am
many
actually-
less units he lost there because of that Micro?
What is going on?
Who is this guy?
Why is he so good? He's actually so good. Everything he's doing, his micro is right on while his macro's still going.
I don't understand, man.
Forget the army, man. I'm telling him, he has to put that off and play more games for us in the GSL. Absolutely stellar play.
This is insane. Man, oh man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I
All
can
right.
guarantee you Sun Zenith is getting fans all over the world.
I hope so.
He better be.
I'm really happy for him, man. Sad Zenith no longer.
Yeah, no longer
Trying
sad.
to stay alive for 10 minutes, no longer.
No longer
I
sucks.
literally couldn't stay alive for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now he's
He's like,
actually
I'm gonna-
winning long macro games. It's so awesome to see. Now, the one thing I want to point out is that Sun Zenith has been getting his armor upgrades. He's already
over
+2,
attack?
he's getting +3. He just started plus
No
attack.
+1 attack.
No, just getting armor upgrades.
I want to know why he did that.
I guess he just wants additional armor tastes.
Well, I mean, it must be some
well,
damage factor.
yeah, it's weird. It is weird.
Okay, cloaked ghost here. Battle in the middle of the map. EMP is on the way.
Oh, beautiful EMP, hitting a lot of the High Templars. And suddenly, Sun Zenith might be in a hard spot here. This army should be able to take his out.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Protoss-
he does have a few Templars left with Storms. Never mind. But got a lot of them.
Man.
And in the meantime, Sun Zenith does have 4 bases up. A 5th
He's also
warping
getting
in.
a nuke.
Ooh, a nuke is being... In fact, 2 nukes are being researched. He's going to start nuking.
3
man.
nukes. Was it 2 or 3?
It's 2.
2, excuse me.
You just like keep up one.
Like 5 nukes. Colossus is out. That's going to make EMP not as powerful.
Yeah, very good move to switch into Colossus tech. Oh, missed Storm. Only hits the front units. Normally you want to storm a little bit towards the back.
Terran's still not with a 4th base. He needs a 4th base.
Ensnare finally starting upgrades, by the way. Has +1 attack, getting +1 armor against the 1-2 Sun Zenith, who's about to be 1-3.
There is going to be a drop here. He does bring in 2 Templars. Kadarin Amulet going to be pretty good. What an interesting game we have. Oh, nice feedback. Snipe takes out that High Templar.
And storming up this drop. Drop running around. More units being warped in. And oh, he does not dodge the storms. And suddenly, looks like he is going to hold that pretty easily with not much damage.
Ouch. A DT coming in here, cleans that up. Meanwhile, in the center, Rodas can't chase the Terran all the way back to the bunkers. Nice! Oh my god.
Totally sick. Great feedbacks. Why is Sen Zenith one of the best Protoss players? What's going on? Oh, I like this, Tasteless. He's going to drop and do a nuke.
Nuke at the expansion.
And Sen Zenith does not have a lot of observers, does not have observer speed.
He hasn't moved his probes. He hasn't moved his probes.
And it gets killed. Observer just close enough to do that.
Yep.
And I think it's time for you to observer speed, sir. He's got 3 robos right now.
Terran is running out low on cash. Uh-oh.
Sen Zenith's natural base.
If we could get a shot of Sen Zenith's first natural base. Yep.
Bunch of Stargates
That is a lot of Stargates being made.
Another nuke is going off.
Uh-oh. Oh! Nice.
Beautiful nuke.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Sen Zenith, where is your army, sir?
Well, that's going to be very difficult for him to get the carriers out now, assuming that's what he's going to get. I would assume it would be carriers.
Could possibly be Void Rays. Void Rays is
Void
still
Rays
quite awesome.
Void Rays are doable.
But yeah, carriers are so awesome once you already have Templar tech.
Another drop. I was going to say, if you do it right, you can feedback the medevac before they drop it and kill them that way. Very nice.
Wow.
Feedbacking the Ghost.
Beautiful feedbacks.
What a bunch of games we got here today. A very effective drop here.
Making him retreat with his whole army. And it looks like the Dark Templars, beautiful choice for warping in.
Terran's drop's just not quite effective. We got another nuke. Mark my words. Probably shouldn't be attacking that with a Ghost because it's going to give away your position.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Never say die.
Ghost was no Sam Fisher.
Says never say die. Well, you probably should have said never do die.
Goodbye, Stalkers.
Nope. Goodbye, Marauders. Oh my god.
Sen Zenith is everywhere. His upgrades are spectacular right now.
And there is going to be a nuke. Nope.
Oh, that's Storm.
Well, he just wrecked the entire primary army there. I think that little battle's going to turn the course of this game.
There are a lot of Colossi right now. But some Vikings are coming in from the side, losing 2 of them quite sloppily there.
Nice storm on the Vikings. Whoa. Vikings should have killed much more. This may be the tipping point of the game. A nuke now.
He does not have Thermal Lance.
There is a nuke going on somewhere on the map. Not very effective because there are no probes there to die, and the Nexus will not die to one nuke. Boom.
But I think Ensnare he's on the rocks, man. Once Sen Zenith gets up into the production facility area, that's where it is just going to fall apart twice as badly. Hallucinated Colossus, and it's being targeted.
Well, I mean, I think this game is not going to go on too much longer if he can stay in here. Another nuke. It's at the same base.
But in the meantime, the main base of Ensnare is still under siege.
Uh-oh.
Everything gets out. Hasn't even taken the shields off that Nexus.
Yep. GG. Okay.
Wow.
So, that is, well, no, it's actually not MST that's the win. That's Sen Zenith. Can't believe this. This guy is a contender to get the first place.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
His games are spectacular. He's playing great.
No, we saw him have a hard time in PvP previously.
Yeah.
PvT, PvZ, apparently he's very good.
I guess so. It's just such a shock to be tasteless. He's improved Infinity. That's the number. I put it in my calculator. Infinity came out.
If I didn't know who was playing, and you asked me, and you made a list of all the people that ever played in GSL, Sans Zenith would have been my last choice.
Yeah. No, he actually, and here's the thing that breaks my heart, because I'm a huge Soki-Su fan. He looked far better than anything I've seen PvT-wise out of Soki-Su.
He's patient. He knows when to attack. He doesn't overdo it. When the Terran is really playing aggressive, he'll sit back and defend.
Keeps his upgrades going.
Some of these guys that get freaked out, and they're just like, I don't know, I'm going to send everything this way.
Yeah.
No, not this guy.
Not at all. Wow.
Damn, man. He is good. Defeating Nesty, Slayer's Boxer, and OGS Ensnare. Neither of those three players are easy wins. Damn.
Neither of those three players are easy wins. It took me a minute. My brain was like rebelling. It was like, Tasteless did something wrong.
All three of those players, not easy wins. I never. Oh, my God.
No, it's a shock, and I'm actually still in shock. But luckily we have a 5-minute break before casting the next series. So that's a good thing, because my brain needs to recollect.
Yep. We'll be back.